Hey guys, it's Rue. What is up? I hope you're good. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my bathroom. In today's video, we will be trying 2 drugstore lip tints and just seeing how they wear and if they actually tint and what's going on. So first, we will be trying the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tints, and we will also be trying the NYX Lip IV's Hydrating Serums, which are also tints. Now, I have 4 shades of this one, 2 of this one, but I'm trying 2 of each, even though we love it. I tried to test a dark and a light color of each, so I do like introduce them. But the darker color we have for the Teddy Tint is 50, which is Wild at Heart, and the lighter color is 40, which is Petal Core. And what we did try with these babies, as the dark color I tried Mauve and Moist, and as the light color I tried Hydra Honey. So let's get into it. Alright, so first off, in this lip tint battle thing, we have these ones right here. These are the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. These are, because like I'm gonna go with 2 kind of different types of lip tints in this video. So these are a more soft matte lip tint that you're just supposed to put on, blur a little bit with your finger, and that's it. So I got 2 shades here. I've got the shade 50, which is Wild at Heart, and the shade 40, which is Petal Core. They both look super cute, and they're both the kind of lip I would wear. So I did say, like, we're testing drugstore ones. These, everything's so expensive nowadays. These were $19.99 each, which I wouldn't really have bought both of them if I hadn't had my work discount. So personally, I got $6 off with my discount, so I paid $13.99 for them. $19 is a little bit of money, but these are like the most expensive of the 2 we're gonna be testing today. But like, I get it, everything is costing more, but still, look at them. They're very cute. I do love the packaging on them and the little like bumps. And I also really like the display because they have a little teddy bear, a fuzzy teddy bear, because these are like the Teddy Tints. Let's swatch both of them. So first we have Wild at Heart, which is this more berry color. I'm just gonna put it on right here. The brush is kind of hard, but whatever. Now let's put it on my lips. I have tried it today, which is the first clip you're gonna see, and it honestly is a very nice feeling on the lips. All right, so let's do that. All right, so it does look kind of streaky. Don't mind my shit application, what the fuck. It does look kind of streaky just putting it on like this, but it is a nice color. I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. So this looks so cute. So this is what it looks like. It is very cute and it is very soft on the lips. It's a barely there feel, and it has like a nice smell. And so this is the first shade, number 50, Wild at Heart. It tastes kind of vanilla-y under the lipstick taste. That's nice. I'm going to take it off and we're going to swatch the second one. Actually, let's wait a little bit and we're going to see if it's transfer proof. So I'm just going to start by taking off what's on my hand, and we'll wait a little bit during that time. On the skin, it went away like quite easily with just a cotton pad and makeup remover. So I'm just gonna let it sit a little bit, like a couple minutes, and I'm ready to kind of test it, see if it transfers. While we're waiting, it's kind of sticky, but it's also like a very soft matte finish at the same time, which is kind of weird, but it is very cute. So it's in like 2 minutes, let's say 2 or 3 minutes. So okay, so of course there's transfer. It's been 2 minutes, so I'm gonna wait till the 10-minute mark, I guess, and we're gonna see. All right, it's in about 7 minutes, so let's do it on this hand this time. Okay, there's a little bit of a transfer, but I did put like a good coat on. So I guess if I put a smaller coat on, or if I blot like the excess, that was dumb. There was some makeup remover on here, but blot the excess after I put it on wouldn't transfer as much. But I wouldn't mind if it transfers a little bit if I keep the color on. So that's the first test. I'm excited to see how it does in the real world. I'm trying to take it off with my makeup remover kind of pad, and there's some that's staying. So it does stain a little bit. Now let's swatch this second one, which I'm also excited about. It's more of a coral pink. Ooh, look at this, it's so beautiful. So let's put a little coat of this on and see what it looks like on the lips. So it's a more barely there kind of color. You can definitely build it up though, so. All right, so here is number 40, which is Petal Core. Also very cute. Maybe not with the outfit I have on right now. It is a little bit intense on me. But if, like, honestly, if I blot it a little bit. Oh, I haven't blended it out. Maybe that's why. I haven't blended it out with my finger like I did the other one. Wait. Definitely not as intense and very cute. And if I blot it a little bit, you can definitely still have like you can have an even more subtle version, which is very cute. It's a little bit more summery and I like it a lot too. So I can't wait to see how these wear out in the real world. But overall, my first impression, like this is after taking it off. Definitely there's a stain. First impression, they smell good. They have a nice taste. They have a nice texture, a nice feel on the lip. They definitely stain and stay. Maybe not 100% transfer proof, or maybe it's that I didn't let it, you know, dry long enough. And yeah, I do like that it's matte. So we're gonna test them out in the real world with work during this week, at least the next couple days, and I'll keep you updated. Alright, so here's the shade 50, about 2 hours in. Kind of fucked with my application here, but whatever. The only thing I've done so far was like work and talk, and I bite my lips a lot, so like the butthole really showing. Besides that, color's still good, and like there's nothing coming off, and it is very pretty, especially with like the shirt I'm wearing today. I'm about to have some food, so we're gonna see how that stays on. This is what I'm gonna have as food. So pasta, so there's some sauce, there is also like meat, and there's a lot of cheese, which is gonna be a little bit like greasy. So I'm excited to see how the tint reacts. As you can see now that it's cooked, it's quite greasy, so I'm excited to see how the lip tint reacts. All right, we're like 4.5 hours in. I've had greasy food, and this is what it looks like right now. You can clearly start seeing this spot. I'm about to take it off, so that's good. We're gonna test it again tomorrow at work. All right, so we are at minute 0 with While That Heart on. Let's see how it bears through the day. I have a 5-hour shift today. We are 15 minutes in and I want to see if it is now transfer proof, because when I tested it like 5 minutes didn't cut it. So hand clean, a little bit of transfer, but mostly in like the wet spot, the hole. And I did put more than, and like didn't blend it out. So I guess mostly transfer proof. All right, this is after 4.5 hours of just work. And so talking, licking my lips, and I had a monster. So still looks good, and now it's completely transfer proof, which is amazing. But as you can tell, the more towards the inside of the lip we are, the more it's rubbed off, and like it's just around that it's intact, but it's still like still good. Also, you can see it as well on camera, but my lips look super fucking dry with this. So I still love the color though, don't get me wrong, fucking pretty. Here it is after the full 6 hours. Definitely lost some. Lips are definitely dry. And here it is after 7 hours with, you know, work and talking and stuff and food. It did stay on pretty well during the day, but wouldn't say super stay, you know. I wouldn't call it a tint. But tomorrow I have a 8-hour shift, and I will be trying it with the Petal Core 1. Definitely gonna stay on for less time, but I wonder. I want to know. All right, here is the shade 40 Fresh. I'll most likely have to reapply it because I haven't had breakfast yet. So I'll probably have to reapply it when I get to work. Yeah. All right, so I'm about to have my breakfast. So what's this? Nothing. So let's see what it's like after having breakfast. I forgot to bring the lipstick, so I don't know what we're gonna do if it doesn't stay. This is after a bagel, which is good, honestly, for a color like this to have stayed that much. So we're like 3 hours after putting it on. It has survived some work. It has survived a bagel and a Red Bull, and it's pretty cute. It's a little bit dry, but yeah, I do feel like this dries out my lips compared to some I've tried, but cute. Here's how it's survived lunch. Not a lot, but my top lip still has a lot of color, but bottom lip is nearly gone. I knew it would. It's a lighter color, but yeah, I like testing both a darker and a lighter color for that reason. I honestly think it looks and feels more like a long-lasting liquid lipstick than a lip tint, because like there's no tint. So all right, for the second part of this video, we actually have 4 of them because I couldn't decide what I wanted as a color. So these are the NYX Lip Ivies. We have 4 colors, so we're gonna swatch all of them. Basically, it's a gloss to stain. So you put it on, it's a beautiful little hydrating gloss, and after 5 minutes you wipe it off and it's a stain. Or you can just leave it on as a gloss and until it comes off. So these were, I bought them on sale for $15.50 each, but I think they're originally like 18 bucks, which again, it's a lot of money, but everything is more money now. But I hope they are worth this price, because these two were not worth 20 bucks in my opinion. Like 16, maybe 20, no. So I'm hoping these are worth the 18 bucks they are, you know. So we have 4 shades, as I said. We have Water About Wine, Mocha We Met, Hydra Honey, and Mauve and Moist. And I'm just excited for all of them. So we're gonna switch them on my arm so we can leave them on and wipe them. Reveal the stain, but I'll also be trying it on my lips, and I've found pictures of what gloss versus stain is supposed to look like on different skin tones, so it's gonna be fun too. So first we have Hydra Honey, which is this beautiful light brown shade. I'm gonna put it up here. We're gonna let it do its thing. I do love brown shades as my neutrals, so that's why I got Hydra Honey and Mocha We Met. This is very lightweight. This is Hydra Honey, very cute nude. As I said, kind of nude I like, and honestly it feels very watery and hydrating, which they do call them like hydrating gloss serums. So this is it right here. I will be taking it off right away, so we will not be seeing the stain of each color today, but I will be testing them out. We'll see how it's going to stain on my arm. And now let's go in with Mocha We Met, which is, as I said, a little brown, but it's darker than Hydra Honey, as you can see at the second one here. So let's put it on and see. That is pretty. It's very beautiful. Again, just a neutral brown, very pretty. As I said, what I want. Well, I like nudes and I like darker lipsticks as much as I like reds. So this is just like a good middle ground for me. They do come off easily, but that's because, like I said, it's a gloss serum that lives a tint. Next up, we're gonna have Mauve and Moist, which is this beautiful dark burgundy color right here. I love those colors. That is such a beautiful color. I love this one so much. Holy shit. This is right in my colors. Beautiful burgundy. And last but not least, we have a Water About Wine, which is the one I'm most excited about because it's also burgundy. So, of course. My lips are starting to stain, and I'm not sure because of which one, but I think it might be because of Mauve and Moist, because it's darker. It just took faster, maybe? Alright, so Water About Wine is going right here. And it's another burgundy, but a little bit more brown than Mauve and Moist. Definitely going to be loving this. Honestly, even if they're not good stains, just as glosses, I love them. So, this is Water About Wine. It is like a little bit more burgundy berry shade than Mauve and Moist, while still being a pretty burgundy shade. So, I'm gonna take this one off. We're gonna wait a couple minutes and then wipe the stains. So, I'll be right back. So Water About Wine and Mauve and Moist definitely stained my lips faster than Hydra Honey and Mocha We Met with the reds, and I already like this. Alright, it's been like 10 minutes, so let's wipe these off and see the result. My lips are definitely still colored. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? They definitely stained. Look at that. Oh. Mocha We Met and Hydra Honey are definitely not as powerful, but I love all of them. Definitely gonna be getting a whole lot of use out of them. Well, we're gonna test them first and see if they actually stain and stay. And I'm excited. Alright, so here is Mauve and Moist right after application. It honestly has such a lovely texture on the lips. I love it. So this is still with the gloss on. I haven't wiped it off yet, but it looks so good. So I left it on for like maybe 20 minutes, and this is the tint I have. It is so pretty, and one of my coworkers complimented it. So alright, so this is the tint after 4 hours of wear and eating. So if you're up close, you can see that it's in all of the lines of my lips, and that starting to get off there, but from further away it's still cute. Alright, and this is what it is like after a 6-hour shift. There's barely anything left, but I've got to say I love the way it faded. It wasn't too obvious that there was a tint on that was fading. It just like happened. Like, yeah, now you can kind of tell that this is darker, but not to the point where it's obvious, and I love that. And now to try on a lighter shade. This is Hydra Honey. Like 5 seconds on. This is the little tint that's left behind. It is definitely more subtle, but still a little pinky, like my lips, but better. So we are 4 hours in, and there's barely a tint left. As you can see with the Cupid's bow, there's something, but not a lot. But as I said with the other color, I do love how it fades. Alright, so overall, what are we thinking? Well, for the Teddy tint, it's not a tint. It's a super long wear liquid lip. I would be comparing these to the older, these are the older KVD Beauty Everlasting liquid lips. I do love these. I still use them. They're probably not good anymore, but I love these. I have multiple shades. This is the same feeling for me. It dries after like a couple minutes and it becomes transfer proof, but it does wear and fade, if I can say, like a liquid lipstick. I will be reusing them. I do like them a lot. Now, personally, the winner of this video, oh my god, these babies, okay? Wow. So first of all, they feel so good on the lips. They don't dry it out like the Teddy Tint did. And you get 3 states with them. You get the full look, the blotted look, and then the tint that it leaves behind. And that tint, when it wears off after a couple hours, you know, when you eat and drink and stuff, it wears off in a way that it's not too noticeable. So it wears off, but not in spots. It will completely like all wear up at once, except like Cupid's bow personally, but that's because my Cupid's bow doesn't do shit in life, okay? So these were amazing. The feel of them, I know I talked about it, but the feel of them, they feel hydrating. And yeah, they do say it's a hydrating gloss serum. They feel so great. I really like them. And also like these colors, these will be my go-to for the summer. Like, I know I go on a little road trip with my mom for like 4 days. I'll be bringing these because they look good all the way through the day, no matter what stage you're at with it. So that is amazing. Not saying I'm not gonna use these. These are gonna be used just as liquid lipsticks. And yeah, I'm really in love with these. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next one. Bye!